Before we start, please watch my previous video. The link will be in the description. Amy Schneider returned for her 30th game on Jeopardy! She won a 29-day total of $1,035,400. As explained in the previous video, Ken Jennings introduced the game just saying Amy won 29 games and asked if she could make it to 30. I have my own introduction I better get out of the way. A few days before this episode aired, I dreamt that Amy lost on her 30th game. I should have noted everything that happened. In the category JFK, one of the questions is, in a speech in Germany on June 26, 1963, in the world of freedom, the proudest boast is this four-word phrase. In the native tongue, Amy answered, "What is Ich bin ein Berliner?" And she added the accent as Ken noted. It's unusual for the question not to include that it was translated incorrectly. In the category State Your Business, when they have to name the states the businesses are from, there's the question, General Mills, Land O'Lakes. Amy answers Michigan, then says, "Oh," however, she doesn't appear to say because she got it wrong. It's more so as if she knew the right answer and the wrong one slipped out. Amy thanked her mom in the mini anecdotal interviews. Actually, all the anecdotes were quite personal. Bridget connected her story to her location and her job. Bridget Hogan is a server from Wisconsin. I understand there's something about life in Ephraim that may complicate life for a server. Is that true? She answered, "Well, it used to be 5 years ago. Ephraim was the last dry municipality in Wisconsin, but I only moved there recently, and now you can serve wine or beer, which is good because I pour wine all summer for my job." Steve talked about how he chose his wedding day. Ken asked, "You chose your wedding day. How?" Steve answered one of the options was September 21st, which he chose because of the song September by Earth, Wind & Fire. He told his wife, "If you don't want me, honey, to forget my anniversary, we're picking that." My wife said yes. And Amy thanked her mom. Amy Schneider from Oakland, you and I have talked quite a bit. I'd estimate about 30 times, but this time you asked if you could thank somebody. Who would you like to thank? She answers, I would like to thank my mom. I was thinking about what it is that contributed to me being here and my success here, and I was thinking about when she was helping me study for the spelling bee, and we wouldn't just go over the words, but we talked about the etymology, and she said isn't it interesting how stoic comes from this architecture term? And I think that's how I know so much stuff, is that I always wanted to associate it with something and find interest in the fact, not just the fact itself. Ken looks toward the camera and concludes by telling the parents, "This is going to warm the heart of parents out there. You're still making a difference decades later. It matters what you do." Amy got the first daily double, raised $3,000, got it right, and went to $10,000. Amy entered the first round, winning $14,800. Bridget was in second place at $1,000, and Steve was in third at $200. Another missed opportunity Christmas question. What is the Christmas tree? Amy was technically in a streak that led her to the first daily double, and I say technically because there were 2 questions no one answered. Amy got the daily double. She risked $6,000, and Ken commented that's an unusually large wager. She risked $6,000 plenty of times before, though. She answered correctly and went to $22,400. Amy's streak continued after. Bridget was the first to buzz in after Amy's streak, and Ken told her, "You got it," and you kept Amy from winning the category. She was still in a long streak if you don't count the questions that weren't answered. Steve got the daily double, wagered $2,500, got it right, and that took him to $7,100. Amy answered the dinosaur question that I'm not going to try to pronounce, even though I do have it written, and kind of corrected the pronunciation, both of which sounded funny. Alright, I am going to try to say it. Diplodocus? I have to watch the clip again. Alright, play the clip.
Amy.
What is Diplodocus?
Sure. Diplodocus, I think, but why not?
DDS 2000.
Amy ended Double Jeopardy winning $39,200, one of her highest scores going into Final Jeopardy. Actually, it wasn't until after the commercial break, Ken Jennings informed the audience that Amy's answer of Tailspin was also correct, which took her score to $42,800 going into Final Jeopardy. That's how much she wins on average, and I think that's also her highest score going into Final Jeopardy. This was also the perfect way to go into the game, after Amy had already thanked her mom for how well she's been doing on Jeopardy. Steve was in second place at $9,500, and Bridget was in third place at $2,600. The Final Jeopardy category was Broadway musicals. The question was, each in a show that ran for more than 2 years, Ethel Merman and Sarah Jessica Parker played 2 different characters with his first name. I know Annie's a horror film. That's the only one that comes to mind, so my answer is Annie. The answer was Annie. None of the contestants answered correctly. Amy wagered $20,000 and went down to $22,400. She's now on a 30-day total of $1,057,800. 30 days already. And as always, thank you for watching.